What up, folks? Welcome back to Ultrazilla Toys, and today I have a review of the SH Figuarts Ultraman Kaiju. Ew. Alright, my zillions, back again in the into the Ultraman category, but you know, traditional Ultraman, coming from, this is Twintail, by the way, Twintail, you know that already from everything but my intro. So this is Twintail from the Return of Ultraman. Hi, this is Ultraman Jack, who is the star of the Return of Ultraman. We'll get into that more in his review. I just took this guy out of the package. Yeah, first time, to do that review for that guy. See you later. All right. Oh, yeah. This dude is gross. Let's get that out of the way. Okay, I said it in the opening, but I mean, he's gross. And when we do his gimmick after, he's gonna be even grosser. But yeah. So this dude debuted in the Return of Ultraman, as I said, with another kaiju named Gudon, and Gudon is being released this coming month of December as a web shop exclusive, and this guy right here messed up and forgot to order him. Sold out everywhere, so I hope to get Gudon at some point, but I am not too happy with that. Now, I do have this guy. I do have Jack. I'm pretty happy with that. But that Gudon, he looked really cool. I don't know how I missed it. Let's take a look at what we got here, though. And he's cool. He doesn't, he's got some. He doesn't have like a ton of paint. Well, he's got a fair amount of paint. But looking at the green here, this part here, basically no paint on it. From his feet to all this like back spiky thingies, nicely sculpted. But yeah, it's kind of plant-like in a way, like algae. I know like later on they made him a sea creature in one of the Ultra series. Maybe it was Mebius. Oh, hey, hi, light. Hello, my light went out. I hope it's not out. This is the other light. Not the light that usually doesn't go out. There you go. But yeah, then it kind of goes into this, and you see the paint kind of gets a little messy along here, kind of in and out. You can't really tell which is which. Some of the green goes out here, some of this pink. So I guess this is mostly painted, at least this part. Actually, you know what? It's just this part. This is solid green, unpainted, but this part was painted green over the pink, and they kind of messed it up over here, a lot over there. And then I've been getting some paint, this bottom piece, I guess, is painted. Are all these pieces painted? They are painted, aren't they? So I thought they were just floating green pieces, but it looks like they are painted, because I see down there it's not painted. So this green paint doing a nice job here and here. That's kind of not cool. That's like some major paint rub from one side to the other. I'll see if I can get that off in some way, but not good. Not good at all. You got his little feet that are sculpted there, which is funny. He's got little shoes. But I think that's mostly to point to which way it's supposed to go. I think. I don't know. Then his goofy face does look pretty fun. I do like it. He's got very lazy looking eyes, very tired. His mouth naturally does that. I don't know if I think it's supposed to, honestly. And if it's not supposed to, I'm glad it does, like being a little slack-jawed, because it just adds to the look. But I'm pretty sure, from what I recall, it's kind of like that. And again, even if it's not, it's not the worst thing. You got a lot of like excess red paint around the lip there. The teeth have some paint on it, but I don't think it's red. I think it's just supposed to be like nasty looking teeth. The tongue is painted on, it's not articulated or anything, but, you know, and then the upper mouth is nicely sculpted as well, so that's pretty cool. I do like it, the head, you know, despite a little bit of paint problem that I think is a problem in there. He has some nice paintwork on the bottom of his mouth, which is cool. It just by, like, you know, working it here, some of the paint definitely scraped off there. That's eh. But otherwise, the paint is nice the way it is painted. I like it. There's a little bit of like blues in there and a little green. It's very nicely done. Gives off a really cool look. The rest of this, unfortunately, doesn't have that as much. But it is painted over pink as well, so you do get some of that pink showing through, which over here isn't the worst thing. You do see some paint mess up there. Ah, man, there's more than I even remember. Look, rub. So that's not good. I like all these little squares here. They look cool. Very nicely painted. There, at least. Then up here, you got more of a, this is very, yeah, as well. A darker pink shade. I like the sculpt here. I do like all these, how they're sculpted. And you got these like green jewel looking things up here. I don't remember if they're ever explained what they are exactly, but you do have them, and they are a very nice glossy metallic green. The tail whips up here don't have any paint on them at all, but they are nicely sculpted. They look all right. So there you go. I mean, this guy passes in sculpt at least because it's so unique and it looks cool. But I have to say I'm, you know, disappointed in a lot of the paint rubbing. That's a bummer. You know, that's a bummer. And I could use a little more paint in general. But there had to be a better way to do this. I don't know why. I mean, I get it. Maybe they wanted to sculpt it out a little bit to there just for aesthetic purposes, but I wouldn't have cared if this was just solid green. It's underneath. It doesn't really matter. They should have just made all of this just solid green plastic, and you avoid any of that. So, yeah, it is what it is. Twin-tail only comes with these two extra tail whips, which are curved in a way so you could either choke an Ultraman, a little bit open there, and they do say to be careful with those things. Yeah, you could choke an Ultraman there with this head, or this bigger one here, you could actually get it around the body. But before we actually do any of that stuff, taking a look at them, they're really plain as far as paint. There's no paint on them. They're just done in this, you know, base color here, pinkish color, grossy, and you know, but the sculpt is all right. It's good. I feel like it's a little soft, and really would a little bit of a wash would have helped out, bring some of the details out. But yeah, it works. It works. So there you go. And that's all you get. Let's bring in Ultraman here, Ultraman Jack, who's headless because you'd want to take off his head to do that easier. It's not going to really go around his head, and there you go. And then you would attach this to Twin-tail. You take out one of the tails, you put this one in, and there you go. But hey, not only does it create a really cool display piece, thank you, Ultraman Jack here, but hey, it's a little bit of a shelf saver because of that. Get one slot for two figures. I dig that, so I'm totally in favor of these. These are very nicely done, you know, despite no paint, you know, works. Articulation on Twin-tail. His mouth opens and closes. There you go. Yeah, it's naturally like that. You got that. Then you got a ball joint here, the neck. Got another one up in there. This is good. And another one here. These are some floating pieces here. Very Monster Arts-like, you know. And you got that one up there. Works well. Another one there. which I believe this part is a floating piece and this might just be connected to this, but it always gives off the appearance of extra articulation. The tails are on ball joints, and ball joint there, and a little swivel up here. So there you go with that. The little feet here, which do have little feet on them, are on little ball joints, so you're not getting a ton of movement on them. And this piece here is on a ball joint, but I'll show you that in, I'll show you that right now. Twintail has one gimmick that he does here, and you want to take out this piece. I already kind of took it out. There is a little ball joint there that goes into that little hole, so you take out this whole piece from the bottom here, and then you can flatten him out a little bit so he's more worm-like. And then you just, you want to make sure these are down like this, so it'll help him along. And there you would have it. I kind of liked it. I kind of like this mode. Looks very creepy. A little more creepy. It looks so bad. A little creepier than the regular mode. More worm-like. And oh my god, what is this thing? More worm-like. But there you go. It's a cool thing that you're able to do with your Twintail. Let's do some size comparisons with Twintail here, who's, he's pretty tall to the top of his tails. Here he is again with his first foe here, Ultraman Jack. Well, his first foe is Gudon, but whatever. Ultraman Jack and Ultraman Geed Mega Master. Manga Ultraman and Ultra 7. Bike Robo or Cycle. Rumble Not Frenzy. Godzilla 54 and Gypsy Avenger. And here he is in battle with Evolution Toys Fireman. And a little bit of trivia for you guys. Twintail appeared in an episode of Fireman as a human-sized little monster there. I don't know if he faces off against Fireman at all, or if he's taken care of by the human crew. I think by the human crew. But yeah, there you go. A little bit of trivia for you. Final thoughts on Twintail? He's okay. I do like him for the sculpt and what he is. He's such a weird monster. He moves so weird in the series, and I dig that, so to get a representation of him is cool. It's got a lot of paint issues and a lot of paint rub, and that's not cool. So yeah, I'm a little disappointed overall, but it'll look fine on the shelf like I showed you with Ultraman Jack wrapped around. It's gonna look cool as a display piece, and hopefully I could get Gudon too, because like I said, I missed out on the pre-order for web shop, which means I'm probably gonna have to pay extra for it. That's unfortunate, but he does come with an extra head for Twintail, which has spoiler, Twintail's blasted out eyes, which is something that happens in the series. So in the episode with the two of them and Jack. So there you go. I'm gonna try to get Gudon. We'll see what happens. Sad about that. Especially since it's like a cool kaiju. I've liked the kaiju in this SHF line. Alright, that's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts on this, and if you could please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Until next time, peace out, peeps.